So in this one, I want to talk about the idea of reading price action and going with what is. So here we have the 15-minute. This is the witching hour. This is the pound. And as we came out, we initially dropped, and there were lower lows and lower highs that could have been followed on the 15-second. So witching hour, coming out of it, making that first mover. So that's the first mover. With the retracement up to previous support, coming down again, hit the previous support area, and then comes down. And then as we monitor, it makes a larger retracement, but that is a sweep, and it comes back down, and that's this thing here, that sweep right there. And at this point, I began to putting a range and started to read the price action as we were in this range. And when it came up to here and down to here, this with this immediate Judas type candle, as we follow, this is that larger retracement, but still within the range. And we're just in this tight range. We come up, but we're still within the range here. And so in this view, we can follow both charts. So we're coming along here and here. And then we go up, but we don't break it. And then we come down pretty hard, starting to make a first mover with the retrace to previous support, and then drops. And now we have previous support becoming a little bit of resistance as I was monitoring, but it comes back within the range. And now we have this first mover now. This is the art of staying right with price action and first mover. And as we came up, this became an AMD type of picture with a strong first mover move. And then we have the retracement. And then at the end of the retracement, we have this again, a smaller first mover. And that's where I decided that these were buyers in control with minor pullbacks. First mover, minor pullback. After that, the resumption in the same direction as the AMD Judas swing. So first mover, a little pullback. And that's where we take out 2R. Right here. So this illustrates how we can take a defined range and read price action interacting with that range. And as we begin the manipulation and the distribution, this is the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution coming back up. Ostensibly, if we monitor, we might go shoot past this. But in the meantime, even this first mover swing, which is the Judas candle right there, can be a first mover and can be monitored full pullback and a resumption and a little pullback, and then here's the 2-hour trade. So this actually took literally 8+ hours. We had the witching hour here. We had our AMD right here. And at that time, our bias was that it would break to the upside. However, it accumulated here this whole time for literally 8+ hours. These are 15-minute bars. Eventually, finally squeezing all these people and shooting up. But that is literally 8 to 9 hours until the New York Open, or even into the New York session. Throughout the night, it just accumulated. Eventually, all these people got squeezed, and we had to push up. But on the 15-second chart, this is what it looked like during that time. This was our AMD, our Judas, and then it went all the way during all this time, continuing to accumulate and not squeezing until over here. So along the way, with each first mover, we could try to go for a little pullback and trade, possibly. But that was fascinating.